What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome back to the channel. This is your go-to spot for all things Kansas City Chiefs, news, analysis, and of course, the debates that get the kingdom fired up. Today, we're diving into a hot topic that's got everyone talking. Are the Chiefs favored by the refs? You might have seen that ESPN graphic floating around, or maybe you've heard the haters calling out some so-called special treatment. But is there any truth to it? Or is this just what happens when you're this dominant? Stick with me. We're breaking down the numbers, the history, and what this really says about the Chiefs' success. Before we dive in, though, let me know in the comments. Do you think the Chiefs get special treatment from the refs? Or is this just more fuel for the haters? I want to hear your take. Alright, so here's the deal. ESPN dropped a graphic that's been making waves, suggesting that since 2021, the Chiefs have consistently benefited from penalties against their opponents in playoff games. The numbers. Out of the 11 playoff games they've played, the opposing teams racked up more penalties and penalty yards in 10 of them. And we're not just talking about holding or false starts. These are game-changing calls like roughing the passer and pass interference, the kind of penalties that can completely shift momentum. Naturally, fans of other teams are losing their minds, claiming favoritism. But hold on, let's look at the other side of the coin. Could it be that Patrick Mahomes and this offense are so dynamic that they're forcing defenses into mistakes? Think about it. When you've got Mahomes scrambling, Travis Kelce juking defenders, and Andy Reid drawing up plays that leave defenses dizzy, it's not hard to imagine that opposing players might get grabby or out of position. So, what do you think? Is it favoritism or just the Chiefs playing on a different level? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this is a debate we need to settle, Kingdom. Now, before we go any further, let's take a trip down memory lane. Remember Super Bowl 55 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Yeah, that one still hurts. The Chiefs were flagged 11 times for 120 yards, while Tampa Bay had just 4 penalties for 39 yards. Back then, everyone was saying Tom Brady was the one getting the golden treatment from the refs. Fast forward to now, and people are making the same claims about Mahomes. Is this really about favoritism? Or is it just the reality of having an elite quarterback at the helm? This brings up an interesting question. Is Mahomes now getting the same treatment Brady used to get? Some fans are jokingly calling it the golden quarterback privilege. But is it real? Let me know what you think. Here's something to think about. Mahomes isn't just any quarterback. He's the quarterback. His ability to extend plays, make impossible throws, and keep defenses on their heels creates chaos. And when defenders are scrambling to stop him, they're bound to make mistakes. Most of the controversial calls that spark these debates come from judgment penalties like pass interference or roughing the passer. These are tough calls for refs, no doubt. But when you've got Mahomes working his magic, it's easy to see why the Chiefs might end up on the right side of those flags. So, here's a fun question for you. Who do you think got more help from the refs in their career? Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes? Drop a name in the comments, and let's settle this. Wrapping it up. Favoritism or greatness? At the end of the day, the numbers don't lie. Since 2021, the Chiefs have had a clear advantage in playoff penalties. But does that mean favoritism? Or is it just the product of a team that's so good, they force their opponents into costly mistakes? Here's my take. This isn't about the refs, it's about greatness. When you're at the top, people will always try to tear you down. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. What do you think, Kingdom? Are the Chiefs getting unfair help from the refs, or is this just what dominance looks like? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to vote in the poll. Favoritism or skill? That's it for today's video, Chiefs Kingdom. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. Let's keep the kingdom strong and show the world why we're the best fans in the NFL. Go Chiefs! Red square, yellow square.